Night shift workers. What are some creepy things you've experienced in the middle of the night? I work nights at a small cafe downtown. It's a decent spot, nothing fancy, but the area has its share of problems. A few homeless shelters nearby, and the city's drug problem is obvious if you know where to look. Most nights are routine. Regulars, some teenagers cramming on laptops, a couple of people grabbing coffee before heading to late shifts. Every so often, though, weird things happen. It was a Tuesday mid-afternoon turning toward evening. I was behind the bar, wiping down counters and restocking cups. Around 3 o'clock, a kid walked in. Red hair, probably early 20s, scrawny and pale, hoodie zipped up all the way. He sat down in the seating area, a couple of tables away from the regulars, and just started muttering. At first, it was incoherent, like he was talking to himself. Then it turned into chanting, low and rhythmic, almost like he was reciting something he'd rehearsed. I ignored it for a minute, thinking maybe he was tripping or whatever. But then his hands started moving, not just fidgeting, but deliberate, like he was casting some kind of spell. He twirled his fingers, pointed at the ceiling, then traced shapes in the air. A couple of customers glanced at me nervously, clearly uncomfortable. I walked over and tried to calm him down. Hey man, you need to chill out, alright? You can't do this in here. He stopped chanting for a second, looked me dead in the eyes, and said, this is all a giant game. I'll fucking kill you with one finger. I froze for a second, but I see death threats fairly often in this part of town. Not exactly unusual. I shrugged. Okay, time to leave for the day. He looked at me one more time, scowled, then stormed out. I went back to cleaning, trying to shake off the weird energy he'd left behind. Customers eventually relaxed, and the night continued without incident. Fast forward to closing time, around 9. Winter in the city means it's already dark by then. I lock the doors, turn off the lights inside, and start walking toward the parking garage where my car is parked. It's about 6 blocks away, nothing crazy. Normally, I don't worry walking that stretch, but the streets are empty, the snow crunches under my boots, and the shadows seem deeper than usual. About a block in, I hear a soft hissing noise behind me. I stop, heart jumping. Nothing in sight, just the sound of my own boots on snow and the wind. I quicken my pace, trying to shake off the unease. Then I hear hurried footsteps in the snow, moving faster behind me. My stomach drops. I bolt toward the garage staircase, ignoring the elevator. The building is empty, just me and the echo of my boots. I get to the first landing, heart pounding, and hear the door I just went through slam shut behind me. Adrenaline takes over. I climb the stairs 2 at a time, finally reaching the level where my car is parked. I slip inside, lock the doors and lean back, trying to breathe normally. Then I see him, the redhead from the cafe, standing a few feet away in the snow, furious. He's yelling, screaming something about killing me, pointing, pounding on the windows. His hoodie is soaked from the snow, hair plastered to his forehead, eyes wild. I slam the door hard against him, start the car, and peel out as fast as I can. My hands are shaking on the wheel, adrenaline still pumping. He's yelling behind me, but the sound fades as I drive away. I call the cops the next morning and give them the full story, every detail. They find him later that day. Turns out, he genuinely believed he was in the Illuminati, that the cafe was some kind of testing ground, and that I had interfered with the ritual. The police corroborated my story. He received a small jail sentence and a restraining order. Never heard from him again. After that night, I started taking the long way to the garage, keeping my phone in hand and alert for anyone following. It was unnerving, but necessary. Downtown at night has its own kind of creepiness, but that encounter took it to a whole new level. Working nights teaches you to expect weird stuff, but that night, that redhead kid was a different level of unhinged. Even now, I think about how fast everything escalated, from chanting under his breath to full-on chasing me to my car. The adrenaline, the fear, the complete isolation. It sticks with you. I still work nights at the cafe. The regulars are great. Most people are harmless. But sometimes when it's dark and the wind kicks up, I remember the kid in the red hoodie, the way he moved, the way he screamed. That night reminded me why vigilance isn't paranoia. It's survival.